I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Code Red Lawson.
and this is Blue Collar Sports Talk. And Code Red, it is fucking Friday, dude.
I'm feeling it already.
And it's time to talk some shit. Quick side story, Codis.
Marcus, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
John Daly had a message for those high noon drinkers. He said you're a bunch of fucking pussies, and that's shit fucking drink. He said you need to go out and get yourself a good boy.
Dude, you know what's fucked up?
That's John Daly's brand.
So he talked about it too. He was like, the carbonation and all that messes with my stomach. So that's why I started Good Boy. I looked it up. They don't sell jack shit in Arizona, dude.
Really?
You have to like specially order it, and it's insanely expensive.
Dude, I saw a video today. Now I don't know how old it is, but I saw a video today. He was talking about it was on Circle. It was at Circle K, Maverick, and somewhere else or something.
Not here. I fucking Googled it. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I saw a clip of him talking about it and talking about the carbonation is what fucks with his stomach. And I was like, kind of messes with mine too. Like, let's see, a Good Boy. Okay. And I Googled it, and yeah, they're nowhere to be found in Arizona. But you can request that they have them specially ordered to a store. But I was looking at it, and for a 12-pack,
let's request it specially ordered to this business and get a sponsor. What do you say?
I'm fucking so in, dude. I'm so in. Well, first off, I want to try it and see if I like. I'm sure if it's John Daly approved,
come on,
I'm sure that I'm gonna like it. I'm sure I will, especially with it being a vodka base as well, just like High Noon, which is one of the reasons I like them so much. But hey, that's not in Arizona, so let's fucking order the shipment. It's gonna be a little pricey. It might give us a little dent in our wallet at first, but hey, maybe we get a little sponsor in here.
Who knows? Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Now, Code Red, this weekend, we were kind of premature talking about this originally, right? But it's finally here.
It happens every now and then.
It does. I was stressed out. I have a lot on my mind.
It's been a while, okay?
It's been a minute. It's your fault, not mine.
I told you to slow down.
It's the NBA All-Star Weekend. We kind of jumped the gun a little bit, and hey, I think where it's at right now, I think that the standings, everything that's kind of unfolding, I think we're set for a great postseason. A lot of great games to be watching before the end of the year.
A lot of fouls will be called.
The race is on. And guess what else happened, Codis? There were some finalists in the Hall of Fame. Some finalists. What do you think about that? What do you got?
I mean, so I don't know. Is there a number that's only like they can only induct so many, right?
Yes, to be honest,
it's the same thing with baseball, right? You can only induct so many every year. I'm not, totally fucking written up on basketball, but I have one player who I think should definitely be inducted. I mean, I don't see many arguments against this. Vince Carter, the great, played in Phoenix here for a little bit.
For 2010 through 2011, if I remember correctly.
I believe so, around there at least. He was getting towards the end of his years, but 8-time All-Star, Olympic gold medalist. He's got 25,000 points in 22 seasons. He stuck his fucking arm in the rim at the dunk contest and wowed everyone. Everyone was like, what the hell did he just do?
I think my favorite memory was him as a Raptor. I don't think there wasn't a time in those early 2000s where that motherfucker wasn't dunking on somebody.
He was that was the year he was on the Raptors too. I think that's where he spent most of his career. If I'm wrong.
He spent, I think it was like 98 to 04.
Dude, he was sick.
Yeah,
and deserves to be in the Hall of Fame 100%.
I mean, like you said, 25 grand in 22 seasons. What are we talking about?
I'll never forget playing NBA Live 05. And literally that move specifically being in there, hanging on the rim with your fucking arm and just like dangling, was because of him. And as a young kid, I was what? So 2005, 94. I was 11 years old playing that game. Oh, dude. And for some reason, highlights of that have been like recirculating. I don't know if you've seen them of
I
NBA
have.
Live 2005 of the dunk contest throwing it off the fucking
The
the game
backboards,
clock
yeah, and
bro,
sprung.
doing like front flips and shit to get the ball and doing like a double in between the legs. Dude, I spent hours on that mode and perfecting it was a lot of fun. And there's a move in there that was on the board on Vince Carter, that was highlighted in that game, and he definitely deserves to be an NBA All-Star for sure.
No, you mean Hall of Fame?
Or did I say All-Star? Yeah, no, I'm gonna say Hall of Fame. Sorry.
No,
He's already an 8-time All-Star. Sorry.
I love it. No, I love it. I'm glad you chose him to talk about. Honestly, Vince Carter. I mean, us as kids growing up in that era was just a fierce player offensively, a tenacious defender. Well, in some seasons, right? But there was some years where I felt like maybe if he was on a better team, his career, he never won a ring, right? So I mean, his career, if he would have found the right group of guys to be around, I feel other than that Olympic team, he never found that. But no, I'm glad you. I really am. Good on you, Code Red. I love that. I love that talk. I'm gonna go against my arch enemy here. I grew up a Celtics fan, right? Big especially in the heat of the mid 2000s. Okay, there was a team that we just couldn't get over. There was a group of guys that just slammed the door shut on my boys in Boston, and that was the Detroit Pistons. And who was leading them at the point in time was Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups.
Mm.
I'm gonna make an argument for him that he obviously he deserves it. Okay, now I'll never forget in '04. This man took the Pistons and just put them on his shoulder.
Mm.
He said, I don't give a fuck who you got on the other side of the court, goddammit. I'm taking on Kobe. I'm taking on Shaq. And I'm taking on the whole city of LA, damn it. And I'm going to put the city of Detroit on my back. And I'm going to win one for the boys back home. And he did. And he did.
Dude,
so.
Chauncey was fucking sick in his heyday.
I don't understand some of the shots that he made deep in the corner. Just hit.
Dude, I specifically remember, and I'm gonna bring it back to NBA Live 2005 again. I don't think he was on the Nuggets yet because what was it? Well, the year that the Pistons won with him. I don't remember. It was in those early mid 2000s. But playing against that fucker on that game with my season, dude, it was never good. It was never good. He was always making some like ridiculous shots, which is crazy because it emulated real life. And Chauncey was insane and such a clutch player, the X factor.
I was thinking about it for a second. I just want to read you this roster that that the
Remember him and Melo on the Nuggets though when he got traded to the Nuggets.
Yeah, that was
him
the
and
end, though.
Oh, but he was still sick, dude. He was still silky,
dude. Let me tell you something. You had I cannot believe this. You had Chauncey Billups. You had Ben Wallace, dude. Let me tell you about Ben Wallace first of all. Why was that motherfucker always destroying my shit in the mid 2000s? Just I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand it. My phone froze, but if I remember correctly, you had Rasheed Wallace, you had Eldon Campbell, you had Richard Hamilton.
Wasn't there one white dude who would just hit threes and that's all he did? I don't remember his name.
Oh yeah, Milicic or some shit.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was a lot of years ago, but I'll tell you right now, that roster was something fierce. And obviously, I mean, they took on Kobe and Shaq. So my main point, Mr. Big Shot already won championship. Okay, 5-time All-Star, right? 6 straight Eastern Conference championships from 2003 to 2008. This was that time that I was telling you about, right? The Celtics didn't finally get their fucking point over until we brought KG. And we had KG, we had Big Baby, we had Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce. After Paul Pierce got stabbed in Philly, so Paul Pierce was feeling himself, right? And then let's not forget you had Ray Smooth as Silk Allen just fucking laying it down.
Automatic from 3-point almost. Automatic.
And all those years, Mr. Big Shot Company shot him down. It didn't matter. Those Pistons, along with Chauncey Billups, I mean, yeah, he only won one ring, but if we're talking about the amount of damage that man is, obviously he's nicknamed Mr. Big Shot for a reason. That's who I pick. Now, it's like I said, it's my arch enemy. Growing up, I hated the fucking Pistons. I'm really happy that they're last in the league right now. But no, Mr. Big Shot, I give it all to him, and nothing but respect for Chauncey, and I hope that seals his fate to get into the Hall of Fame. I really do.
I mean, like I said, I don't know how it works with the NBA, but if he doesn't get in this year, he'll get in next year. Because
for sure.
I mean, come on.
I think
how
both
can
of
you
these
deny the man?
Both of these candidates at this point, one way or another, they're gonna make it.
They will eventually.
Now that being said, Code Red, why don't you tell me where the West stands at the halfway mark?
I'll take you right there.
I guess it's not the halfway mark, but the All-Star break.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I might as well be. I mean, it's a little past halfway, but fuck it. I'm not even gonna read off the who's in first right now in the West because I'm so happy that our boys in Phoenix. Now I know you're not, a big Suns fan. You root for them because they're in the Valley. They're our state. They represent our state.
I've never
what
hated
a turnaround, dude. What a fucking turnaround. Sitting in fifth at 33-22. Went on a little run, dropped a few. There was a heartbreaking loss where Steph Curry just said fuck you to Kevin Durant on an inbound pass and made a ridiculous 3-point shot to win the game. Nothing you can do. But damn, I'm loving what the fucking Suns are doing. So we're gonna talk about the West. All right, so we'll go into the standings. We got the T-Wolves, who I'm gonna call pretenders.
Before you move on, I just like to throw they're 7-3 in the last 10. So
fucking go. Let's go. I'm telling you, dude, don't sleep on the Suns, man. Do not sleep on that squad. Fucking A, dude. Kevin Durant's killing it. I know D-Book had a little hip injury, but he's been back. He's been cooking, doing good. Bradley Beal fucking raining 3-pointers, dude. Nurkic fucking looking great down low. Grayson Allen, I think 2 weeks ago he was like the hottest 3-point shooter in the league. Fucking Phoenix, everything's cooking right now for the Suns, dude, and I love watching them. Fucking love watching.
Maybe a break at the bad time.
Dude, we're figuring everything out. It's a new. we're bringing everyone together.
All right, so I like how you started with number 5. Let's go to.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm hyped about the Suns, dude. I'm hyped about the Suns.
I don't hate it.
But yeah, all right. Minnesota Timberwolves leading the pack. I think they're pretenders. I say they go out in round 1, especially if they face us, even though they won't, because it'll be too high. 39-16, leading the pack. OKC, a game and a half back at 37-17. That's a little bit of a surprise to me at how OKC's been playing. The Clippers, 36-17. I think the Clippers might end up taking the number 1 spot at the end of the year. We'll see, but they've been hot too. Clippers have been a hot team. Denver Nuggets. I think it's going to be Clippers and Nuggets 1 and 2. I think it'll go Clippers, Nuggets, number 2 by the end of the year.
Which kind of surprised me. Now, don't get me wrong, SDSU fan here. Kawhi Leonard, Aztec, obviously. But Kawhi Leonard showing up, getting it done lately. He's leading the team in points. Or average points per game. I didn't see it. I didn't believe it, but they're making it happen. But sorry, go ahead.
No, that was a great take. Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be Clippers Nuggets top 2 seeds at the end of the year. Well, we'll see what happens. Pelicans are also a dark horse in that division, tied with the Suns, 33-22. I already talked about the Suns, so I won't go there. But Pelicans, they could be the dark horse in the Western conference. Just upset a big team. I could see them upsetting the Timberwolves, maybe even OKC. Depending on where everyone falls at the end of the year, come playoff time. Dallas Mavericks right behind them, 32-23. 31-23 are the Sacramento Kings. Lakers hanging on at 30-26, and the Golden State Warriors at 27-26. All just hanging on.
They are
hanging on for some playoff hopes.
They are. No, and Golden State has been heating it up lately. Steph Curry has been heating up lately. They're 8-2 in the last 10. Those are ones, them and the Lakers. I mean, those are the ones you feel they're out and they're down and out, but you never know.
You can't count them out.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can't count them, just the same as the Lakers.
Code Red, I just want to point out, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm gonna be a dick.
Go ahead, be a dick.
You wanted to talk about number 5 first in your team. I want to talk about number 1 because that's where the fucking Celtics still remain, sir.
And in the whole league,
all 1. By themselves, 43-12, 6 ahead. It's too easy. You got Porzingis is going off. Okay, first of all, Porzingis in some of those areas and some of those down low areas. Oh, we're doing that. We're doing. Oh, let me pour.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna talk about the East, I need some liquor.
Pour one of them. No, Porzingis just doing it lately and down low, and I love it. Tatum obviously doing what Tatum's supposed to do, leading the team in points averaged, also rebounds and assists. Brown's doing Brown things. Devin White's doing Devin White things, right? And I'm not Devin White, sorry, Derek White. Got ahead of myself. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited about the Celtics team. Derek White, first of all, finally cutting off the hair. Thanks. We needed that. I know I should have talked about this. I know I should have talked about this way back, but I'm happy about it. All right. And frankly, I think that we're finally firing on all cylinders. And I think we're getting it done in areas that maybe we didn't get it done last season. And I hope it carries over to the postseason. We have our defensive games. We have our duds like everybody else. We have the least amount of losses in the league. I think we might have figured it out finally. Now, the Cavs only 6 games back, 36-17. A couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly, I figured they would have fell off by now. Is what I said.
They're hanging strong. A lot of people thought they were pretenders. A lot of people thought they were pretenders. They're showing they can fucking play and they're ready to win.
Doc Rivers and the Bucks. I thought Doc Rivers coming over to the Bucks. I thought maybe they had something figured out, but maybe they should have held on to Holbrook's own Budenholzer, huh?
He's from Holbrook?
Yeah, he's from Holbrook. They named the gym after him.
You guys don't have. It's got to be the greatest story coming out of Holbrook.
Yeah. Well, his basketball hoop in his backyard still stands like maybe less than a block from me. That way. Or that way.
That's what anytime you guys talk about Holbrook, you go, yeah. He was born here. He
lived here. He played ball
here. Okay, he lived here. Okay. Damn, so you didn't even have that.
Yeah.
And no one's actually born in Holbrook. I mean, come on. You guys go to like Winslow or Sholo or some shit.
No, back then there was a hospital here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was before the stoplights.
Hey, boy, you got 2 now? You got 2 solid
3
stoplights?
now. Be careful. Watch out now. Moving on. The Knicks, hey, they're hanging in tough, dude. 33-22, 10 back. The Sixers and the Pacers. Those were the 2 I figured would, hey, maybe stick around, maybe play some ball. The Heat, just a fall from grace. Jimmy Buckets and company. I don't know what's going on. They're 6
Jimmy's
and
been
4 the
hurt.
last 10.
Jimmy's been hurt. Is he back? Is he back? I know he's been
I
hurt.
don't think he's back yet. I don't think he's back yet. And then you got the Magic, the Bulls, and the Hawks just kind of hanging around. And I think I don't want to draw it at the Hawks really because the Nets on down, I don't think are relevant.
I mean, dude, you look at the lower spots from east to west, and you can eliminate so many teams in the east, but I think you look at the west and you're like, damn, there's a lot of possibilities
It's
in the
kind of
west.
open. It's open in the
The
West for sure.
east is pretty much, you got your
Dude,
solid teams.
I'll give Orlando and Miami a shot for the next 2 weeks of season time, but I'm calling it at the Pacers, really.
Yeah, and up even then I wouldn't even. I mean, the Pacers can play when they're on, but even then, dude,
I don't
like
know. I don't know.
you look at the West, and there's, I mean, it goes all the way down of teams that could turn it around.
Here's
So
what
yeah, I
makes
would
me
agree with you.
here's
Sorry.
what makes me comfortable though. The Celtics being in the driver's seat of the entire conference. Everything's gonna have to go through TD Garden. In my opinion, I'm calling it now. At the All Star
I
break.
mean, unless something crazy happens, I don't see the
Right,
Celtics losing their
right.
top spot.
But here's the thing, dude. We're 26 and 3 at home as of right now. Those numbers, I mean, granted, that's we don't play the game on paper. I mean, the Celtics have let me down many a time before. Okay. So I'm not gonna go off and say it's promised, but I'm saying at a 26 and 3 home record, being that we're probably gonna be hosting most of the games or having the home court advantage. Why not, dude? I'm saying why can't this be our year?
Dude, I'm calling it right now. Okay, calling it. Suns Celtics NBA Finals.
Dude, I would love that. Because
Calling it.
I wouldn't be disappointed no matter the outcome, honestly.
No, fuck the Celtics. They have like fucking 50 NBA championships. Give one to the damn Suns, dude. Let us have one.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean?
All right, you guys don't have 50, but all right, it's double digits, okay? It's
Hey,
double digits.
hey, you
let
know
us
what?
just get one. Come on,
Hey,
there's
like
one.
the great number 5 said, anything is possible.
Dude, you know what's funny? I watched Uncut Gems again the other day. Great
Dude, what a
movie.
great movie.
Great movie,
But
man.
Kevin Garnett's role, dude. Why is Kevin Garnett so cold in everything he does?
Dude, it was solid. I was at first I was like, I'm watching it. The first time I saw it, I watched it again recently because I'm a degenerate. I love gambling, but I'm not like
Why wouldn't you?
I'm not like the jewel owner who can't stop. And I said jewel. I said a jewel owner that can't stop gambling all of his money,
Yeah,
but
no, yeah,
I
yeah.
gamble what I
We're
can
definitely
spend,
Adam
but I
Sandler, right?
love it. Yeah.
We're definitely Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
We're taking people's championship rings and we're fucking hocking
Call,
that up.
calling in parlays is like I've never called in a parlay, but I would love to have done it
Oh,
back in the day. Like, yo, give me fucking, Steve
especially
Nash. Give
especially
me
when it
Steve
was
Nash over 10.5
dude,
assists.
especially when it was illegal. Could you imagine, dude? Could you imagine the thrill behind that? Dude, I'll be like,
Oh.
give me 10 G's that KG's gonna have 5.5 blocks. 5.5 blocks average in the postseason. What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh. Fun times. All right.
Let's move it on to something a little bit more physical, a little bit more forceful. Let's go on to some NHL, huh? Now here's the
That was
thing.
me figure skating, or like not figure skating. That was me skating on the ice.
I was like figure skating. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know why I said figure skating. That was pretty stupid. The Olympics are coming up, dude. That's what got me all twisted.
So this is the thing that stuck out to me the most. There was more injuries. There was a couple of signings or extensions. Wheeler to miss the rest of the season on the Rangers. He had a right leg
Mm,
injury.
mm.
I don't know, man. That Rangers team, I think they're gonna be fine. Maybe.
Dude, I had the Rangers winning the cup a few weeks ago.
So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, To me, that was huge. Obviously, you see a big team, you see a big player going down. I don't know, man. That being said, let's jump right into the standings, dude. Because let's have some fun. Take me to the West.
You did that on purpose. I mean, I can cover the East. I know you want to cover the East, but let's just start at the bottom.
I'll cover
Chicago
the East.
Blackhawks.
You want me to cover
Chicago
the East first?
Blackhawks.
The Black.
Worst team in the fucking league. Not even close. 54 games played, 14 and 37 and 3 overtime
So
losses at 31 points.
maybe the Ducks were better without Bedard, huh?
Oh, the Ducks. You mean the Hawks?
No, the Ducks should have gotten Bedard. And
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. I mean, Bedard's back though, baby. We're making a push. We only lost by 3 goals yesterday.
That's an improvement.
Yeah, I thought we'd lose by more than 3. I think the spread was 4. So there we go. All right. All jokes aside, Vancouver.
And just to make you feel better, Code Red, they are 1-8-1 in the last 10 games. So.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better, dude. Thanks.
I try.
3 Stanley Cups in the past decade, so suck my ass.
Go ahead and tell me about Vancouver.
So Vancouver's fucking killing it. They're the best in the league right now. 37 wins, 12 losses, 6 overtime losses, 80 points to lead the entire league. Dallas Stars right behind, 34, 14-6 with 74 points.
Hold on. Didn't I say to watch out for them Stars? Didn't I call that?
The Stars are just like the Cowboys. They're going to fold in the fucking postseason. They do it every time.
I don't know, Code Red.
When was the last time they didn't crumble in the playoffs? When was their last fucking cup?
I'm going to tell you right now, look out for Sagan and company, all right? Look out for Sagan and company.
I'm not saying they can't make a push in the playoffs and go far in the playoffs, but they're going to lose, just like the Cowboys. I mean, maybe not right. Okay, sorry, maybe not right away.
So I have no hatred or love lost with the Stars, but one of my favorite memories, and my dad, I'll never forget. We lived in Phoenix. We lived on 23rd and Beardsley at the time, and the Coyotes had a whiteout night. And we watched that game. Dude, it was against the Stars, dude. So the Coyotes, they had Jeremy Roenick, Keith Tkachuk, Nikolai Hobby-Bulin, right? I mean, you're talking about the Coyotes at their peak.
Dude, this was back in fucking
early 2000s.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was in grade school.
Maybe the late 90s.
I was in grade school.
Dude, I'll never forget though, because he let me stay up. My dad let me stay up. Dude, we watched them play the Stars. The Stars had Mike Modano. Dude, Mike Modano. The American Mike Modano was a G back then. They had a bunch of other players, but Mike Modano was one of my favorite memories watching on the Stars. And I always look fondly on that because of that.
You were rooting for them, weren't you? You little fucking turncoat.
No, I was rooting for Keith Tkachuk to beat the dog shit out of somebody because he wasn't scared of nobody.
That's the only reason I watch the Hawks games anymore. Can we win a fight? Let's see. Who's dropping gloves? Are we going to win? So for those few games that I watched, we won every fight. We lost every game, but we won every fight.
You won the battle. You did not win the war.
It's like me in NHL. I'll just spam the shit out of that out of the right stick and just go for the jabs.
Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead with Colorado. Sorry,
you're good. Avalanche, just as dangerous as anyone else up top. 33, 18, and 4 with 70 points. The Winnipeg Jets, 32, 14, and 5 at 69. Yeah, there it is. Vegas Knights, fuck them. Fuck Vegas. They take all my money all the time.
Those streets look good because of us. Because of us degenerates.
I know FanDuel is like based out of New York or something, but it goes back to Vegas. Fuck,
it always does.
Edmonton Oilers 31, 18, and 1 at 63 points. LA Kings hanging on 25, 16, and 10 with 60 points. The Blues tied with 60 points, and then it just kind of goes down from there. Nashville 56, Kraken, Seattle, 56, the Wild, 55, and we can keep going. But yeah, that's the West. Then most importantly, the Chicago Blackhawks are the worst team in the league. Just so you remember that. I wanted
just to cover
to
that.
double down on that.
Double
Yeah, we only
down.
have
I love
31
it.
points.
I love it.
We have
Well,
less than half of the most, more than half.
well, here's the thing, Code Red. I mean, I'm doing
Or
better.
no, less than half. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm doing better, but I mean, my hopes are still on by a thread, if we're being honest.
You have double what we have.
We do. We do because we're better than you and we know it. Here at Global Gym, we're better than you and we know it. So in the Eastern Conference, the best team right now, teams I should say, are probably the Panthers and the Bruins, both at 74 points. And that's in the Atlantic, both of them. And then you got Tampa in third place in the Atlantic at 65. Fuck Tampa. You've got the Rangers in the Metropolitan at 73 points. The Hurricanes and the Flyers. The Flyers, hey, who do they think they are? Who do they think they are doing this well right now? Right? And then the first wild card spot's going to the Toronto Make Beliefs. At 64 points. And Big Pappy, right? Austin Matthews, just kind of having a rough go as of late. He's not scoring any goals these last couple of games. But nonetheless, got a good team win, right? Got a good team win.
He's hanging around.
And then, of course, my boys, the Red Wings, hanging in tough at 60 points. The Devils are 2 points behind them. The Islanders are 3 points behind them. And then you got the Pens and the Caps. Montreal's hanging in there, but I'm going to call it at Montreal, right? Montreal has 52 points. The Caps have 54 points. The Sabres, the Sens, and the Blue Jackets, 50, 46, and 42. So I'm going to go ahead. And like I said, I'm going to call it at the Canadiens. But what can I say? The Wings have been hanging on tough. We got 1 out of 2 from Vancouver. We won, I believe, in overtime. We lost to Vancouver pretty fucking bad the second game. What can you do? You can't win them all. Can't win them all, right? But we're doing what we're doing. And something about this Wings team, though, they don't quit. I'm starting to see some of the shades of the old days. That Stevie Eyes have been bringing back that culture of don't quit. Now, yeah, they brought in DeBrincat, they brought in Kane, right? They added to Andrew Kopp, they added to Rasmussen, right? We've added all these things, and all of a sudden it's starting to come along where, hey, maybe we can sneak in and do some damage, right? Maybe we can sneak in and
do you
be a
want anyone
pesky
else?
team.
Do you want anyone else? Maybe you could call down to like the Blackhawks front office and you guys can somehow snag Bedard.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, because hey,
You know?
Stevie Y is doing his thing. The prince is getting ready to take the throne. Okay, he deserves every bit of glory. The amount of glory that man has brought to the city of Detroit. Come on, come on, come on.
I'm gonna roll my eyes at that one.
I'm just saying, bub. I'm just saying, look out, look out. We might be that pesky team to sneak in, and we might be the Packers of the NHL, but we might win though, right?
Win one game and then lose the rest. There you go.
Maybe, or get my hopes up nonetheless. Get my hopes up nonetheless.
Oh man. Let's take a shot and talk about
do
UFC, huh?
Let's do it. Let's get into UFC. Let me pour this. Don't hold on.
I got too much to talk about with too little time because I don't know. What am I talking about? We have all the time in the world. What am I saying?
We're not important people.
No, not at all. You know, I put on my jersey and I brought my my flag, my Cubs flag, to be hyped about the Cubs. But I'm so excited to talk about UFC that I don't even care. So cheers.
Cheers.
But hold on, I do care. Because I think we're going to be fucking shooting W's all year. Damn, Mike, you can't even
That
see
says
it.
M. That says M for Mark.
There it is.
He's dyslexic. He's dyslexic, folks. Let it happen.
He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
He's a fucking knuckle. He's a knuckle dragging Neanderthal. He's a human garbage can. Just give him a minute.
I pulled it out of the storage closet because when we were moving in 3 years ago, I had taken it down 4 years ago when we traded everyone away. Right after the trade or right before the trade deadline.
Thanks for you,
traded
Darvish,
Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, fucking
Darvish.
Lester. No, we ended up getting Darvish later.
No, you didn't. We got him from you, dummy.
Yeah, you did later. I'm talking about when we traded everyone else away. We had Darvish. Yeah, we got Darvish later.
Lester didn't amount to much either, though. After he left,
he won the fucking ring. Okay, just because he can't throw to first doesn't mean he can't win World Series rings. Okay. All right. Enough baseball talk. Look, pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training. I'm pumped.
Fucking go, dude.
I'm going on the 19th to the Cubs D-backs game at Sloan Park. I'm fucking pumped. I'm gonna take a couple videos. Maybe we'll post them to the fucking Blue Collar.
Maybe get down early enough to fucking interview some players, huh?
Ooh, I'll be working. Maybe no, fuck it. I'll leave work early. Maybe they probably won't let me in.
Fuck work, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not my ticket. I'm that big of a bum.
Go to the clubhouse, dude. We're fucking blue collar. We deserve
just walk in. Shit. I'll make like a little. Have you seen those videos where it's like lanyards matter? I'll just be like, yo, press.
Code red with Blue Collar Sports Talk. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, I'm with Blue Collar Sports Talk. I'm here to talk to the clubhouse. Yeah.
Got shit to do. Fucking with you ain't on the agenda, big boy. So get out the way for it. Shrink your big ass.
Just going with confidence. That's all I need. Just going with straight
act like you've been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. If you talk to Craig. Craig knows.
We all know Craig.
Let him know.
Craig sent me down here, dude. That fucker, Craig, dude. What a guy, huh?
Dude. If you have to go get him, he's gonna be pissed. So right. I'm just letting you know. Go ahead, go get him. Go get him. He's gonna be pissed.
And do not, for the love of God, do not call Gary. I will get Gary.
Oh man, let's go. Baseball's coming back, baby. It's coming back. We're ready to fucking go. Cubs doing something. Padres, good luck. Hey, anything can happen. 162 games in the season. Anything can fucking happen.
I have no reason to hate the Cubs. So,
all right. So big things, dude. Big things going down this weekend at the Honda Center in Anaheim. UFC 298. Volkanovski versus Topuria. Let's fucking go. Where do we start, dude? There's some good prelim fights. Some great prelim fights. And then we kick off the card with a banger. The Russian versus the American. The Russian's a big underdog, which I think is a huge mistake.
That's crazy. I think that's
huge mistake at plus 200. Jump on that money. I already jumped on that money line with my bet 365 remaining balance, and I put it all on the Russian. Marcus, I still haven't gotten that text. You signing up for bet 365?
You didn't send me your stuff.
You didn't ask. I told you. Let me know when you're ready to sign up.
Right after the show. Let's do it.
All right, I'll send it to you, but you better fucking sign up so I can get my shit.
Got you.
So you got to place the $10 bet.
I will.
Wait, and it has to close.
I'll hit on some. I think college basketball.
Do something early. Yeah, do something early in the day, so you can have that $200. Yeah. All right, dude. So we got a lot of fights. Should we just kick off one that one in the prelims? Let's go to a fight that got canceled, but not canceled. Someone stepped in. Junior Tafa's brother. I can't remember his name now. Who was supposed to fight? But it was Tafa was supposed to fight. Had to pull out due to an injury. His little brother, Junior Tafa, has now stepped in to fight Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, the Brazilian who last fought Derek Lewis when Derek Lewis hit that flying knee on him in the first fucking 5 seconds of the fight.
Yep.
And
But here's the thing, though. De Lima, he got. I'm not gonna say it was a lucky shot, but it was an unfortunate shot. It was an unfortunate shot, and I'm gonna give it to him. I think Junior Tafa being only 5-1, I don't
dude,
think that
one day's notice. Forget his fucking record. One
yeah,
day's
it's
notice.
tough, dude. That's tough. I
But
stayed away from this prelim. I stayed away from
stepping in for your older brother, dude, that's pretty cool. Like your older
I
brother
would be
gets fucking
offended.
hurt.
I would be offended, like, if I was supposed to fight somebody and Jimmy was like, "Yo, I got you." I'm like, "No, fuck that. Let me fight this motherfucker."
Oh my, yeah, yeah, but you got hurt, and Jimmy's like, dude, I'll step in.
Dude,
Like you
let
you
me just give my let me just hop in that mud.
you'd feel pretty honored,
I would.
right?
That was cool. No, that was cool. I think it's a cool story. I really do.
Yes, but yeah, I know, I
I'm rooting
agree.
for
You gotta
Tafa, but
go.
I'm rooting
You
for
gotta go.
Tafa, but yeah.
Who had the full camp? Who was ready to fight someone who looks the damn near same and has a mustache? I mean, I'm looking at him. He looks the
Right,
fucking same with
right.
a mustache. Uh, here's another. This is the prelim main event: Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern being the slight dog.
Dude, both
Lemos
Brazilians.
with the
Well,
clear striking advantage.
dude,
Dern,
I'm taking Dern. I'm taking Dern.
we saw her in her last fight. Her last fight, she did not look good, bro. She could not handle the pressure. Um,
It's the bounce back though.
True, and also Lemos has shit takedown defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dern got fucked up by Andrade. Andrade made her look like she had no business in there. But Andrade has better defense, more ground game than Lemos. Lemos pretty much only has strikes, but if Lemos tags her early,
I
can
don't
be a
know.
quick
I
night,
don't know
dude.
if Dern because Dern can come back. Dern can come back, attack that ground game, and strike when it's necessary. This is the perfect fight for a bounce back.
I really hope she worked on her striking because at last fight, dude, she was just ducking her head,
Oh yeah,
throwing
yeah.
winging punches,
Yeah, it
just
was awful.
and then trying. She was trying to use her strikes to enter into the takedown, and it was so obvious. Andrade read every fucking
But
step
I'm
of it.
staying away from this fight financially, but my
Yeah,
heart goes to Dern. I think Dern can attack where needed. Well, let me rephrase this. Because of how she went out last fight, I think Dern will come in. I'm
more
hoping Dern,
composed,
yeah,
more
yeah, more
composed.
composed, more able to set in, be relaxed, set in, attack when necessary, strike when necessary, defend when necessary. Because that was one of the main things in the last fight. She wanted to go straight to defense, and that's what got her fucked up.
Well, it was her inability to take down Andrade, and
But
then it was
she was so worried about trying to defend the whole time.
yeah, no, true. Well, she also just
She
anything
was
she
not
was trying to
aggressive.
do when she was defending was trying to take her down, and there was nothing she could
Yeah,
do
she
to
was trying
take
to
down
reverse.
Andrade.
Yeah,
And
no,
Andrade was just backing up and just countering on everything and fucking tagging her.
exactly.
Um, but I think Dern has a great shot at this because Lemos's defense is nothing to Andrade's.
Right.
So I think this is a great dog fight for her. But let's go to the fucking first fight of the main card, dude. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Kopylov, which is a plus 200 dog.
I think the money line is fucked on this one, if we're being honest.
So fucked, dude. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, Roman Kopylov is on a 4-fight knockout streak. 4-fight knockout streak. Now Anthony Hernandez is a step up in competition, but from what
They
Roman's been
basically got the
doing,
same. They basically got the same fight life. One's 11-2 being the American, one's 12-2 being the Russian. I mean, it's basically the same fight life record wise. Now, fight style obviously couldn't be different. It couldn't be more different, right?
the pressure, the pressure that Kopylov fucking brings, dude, is I think what separates him. And the power. I mean, you're talking about Oh, dude. So, what's it? Hernandez has more of a submission game. He can submit and scrambles, but I just, dude, I don't see how this money line is this swayed. This should be a pick'em fight. This should
Taking
be minus 110, minus 105. Like
nothing against my country, but I'm taking the Southpaw Commie, dude.
Southpaw Cobby
I'm taking the Southpaw Commie.
all day. And honestly, Marcus, that is my. I'm gonna. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it.
Do
No,
it.
I'm not. I'm not gonna do it.
Do
No.
it.
Okay. Okay. Here's one long shot because I
Okay.
got another one. Here's one long shot because I don't think it's a long shot. I think this should be fucking even.
I agree.
Bookmakers
I
have
agree.
this
I
wrong,
agree.
dude.
I think it should have been an even fight for sure.
I don't see Roman Kopilov getting submitted, dude. I just don't. I just don't. That's the only way. I mean, Hernandez could edge out a decision, but I see Kopilov head going for his head hunting, landing some big shots. Anything could happen. It's a fight, but my money's on Kopilov all fucking
Yeah, I see
day,
Kopilov making a couple of key strikes and then driving that fucker into the canvas. I really do.
dude. The next fight, though, the
Mm,
next fight.
mm.
Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo. And look at how that line's changed. Look at all that money pouring in on Dvalishvili.
But
I swear.
here's the thing though. Cejudo, I feel like he's treating this fight like it's all or nothing, and that in itself, in my opinion, is a loss.
Dude, if you got one, so many times, if you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that ain't good. It's time
Right.
to hang out. It's time to hang it up.
When he
I mean,
says, when he says, well, because he was asked, well, what happens if you lose? Oh, if I lose, I'm
yeah,
gonna hang it up. That to me, making this an all or nothing. If you're a desperate man with nothing to win, except for just the next fight, to me, that's it. That's it. You're done. You've been done. Because now you're
yeah.
trying to convince, the world, not only the world, but yourself that I'm still in it. That if you
But
got to
another
convince
thing,
yourself, come on.
you got to take into account with Henry Cejudo is the guy plays a character. He's been
He
playing
does.
it. He's been playing it for the past 5, 6 fights.
Because he knows he's on the
You
end.
know,
He knows
yeah,
he's on the end of his ropes.
yeah. Well, he wants to hype people up for his fights, which I understand. So I mean, the whole thing with him firing his coach on UFC Embedded or UFC Countdown, I think it was. And then his response at the one of the press conferences when people were asking questions about it, like I don't kiss and tell, like. Dude, the guy has such weird responses and such weird words. So it's almost like you have to take it with a grain of salt. The things that he says. So he could even just be saying that just to make people think that. I don't know, dude. Henry Cejudo is a weird guy to read, but I'll tell you who isn't a weird guy to read, and that's Merab Dvalishvili, who is ready to go to fucking war. I mean, they both are, but I think Merab is more focused. Merab is ready for that title shot. He's ready to fight Sean O'Malley. I don't see Henry Cejudo ever fighting Sean O'Malley. I mean, maybe as like a gimmick fight if Sean loses at some point, if he loses to Cheeto,
Which I don't see him
which
losing.
I also don't see happening. But who knows? It happened the first time when he gave him the dead leg.
Yeah.
Could happen again. It very well could. I
I don't think
doubt
at
it,
this
but
point, in Sugar Sean's career, it's gonna happen.
I don't want to call Merab a lock, but I'm going to. So fuck it. Merab
No.
Dvalishvili is my fucking lock for the
Okay, I don't
night.
hate
I've been
that.
0 for 2 last week. The last 2 weeks, I've been 0 for fucking 2.
I
So
don't
give
hate
me
that.
this fucking fight as the lock.
I don't hate that at all.
And then, so you're going with Marab as well, I
Oh,
assume.
I'm going
Yeah,
Marab.
yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
Marab all day long.
Now the next fight, which is some of the craziest things I have
Dude,
ever seen.
such a weird. Sorry to interrupt, but such a weird story. Such a weird to get to this point.
I've never seen someone
But I'm taking the
so.
weird guy. I'm taking
I,
the weird
you're,
guy.
you're going with Ian. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Um,
Jeff Neal, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I've never seen someone to be so loved then immediately be so
So
hated.
hated.
Did you watch the press conference? Dude, the boos that rained down for Ian Gary. So the
Dude,
crowd,
it was like night and day because his last press conference, it was like he was the next Conor. And I even said that this is the next Conor McGregor. Everyone fucking loves him,
I loved it. I love fighters that come out of Ireland. They get so much back.
but
You know,
he just
so much backed
it was
for the
almost
Ireland fighters.
instantaneous because especially after dropping out of the last fight he was supposed to be in, right? What
He
happened?
could have won some fans back with that fight.
Agreed. And he backed out, if I remember correctly, to personal reasons.
No, it was he had the flu, apparently.
I'm calling it
Allegedly.
personal.
Allegedly he had the flu. You know,
I'm calling,
I'm not
but
a
because that's the
doctor.
same, just like we talked about, it's the same time the book came out, right? Or the book was discovered anyway.
I'm not a doctor. You know, so I will no comment on that. But I've never seen anyone who you know, when you come after Neil Magny like that, and you know, there was mixed crowd reactions when he was doing it. No one really kind of batted an
Ate it
eye,
up.
but after it was
Nobody ate
over,
it
it
up.
was kind of just like fuck Ian Gary. And then he pulled out of the fight and fucking see him calm on the mic and hear all those boos when Tuporia was already being booed because Volkanovski was the fan favorite. Everyone was
Right.
cheering for Volkanovski. The boos
Right.
to Ian Gary versus Ilya Tuporia was insane. It was like a times 3, dude.
Absolutely.
Like the amount of boos that went towards Ian Gary versus Taporia when you know Volkanovski was the favorite or the fan favorite was everyone, all the people who were cheering for Volk and booing for Taporia all came together and agreed to boo fucking Ian Gary.
Right.
It was fucking
Right.
overwhelming.
Right.
I was
No, it
listening
wasn't.
to it. I'm like,
It was
damn,
overpowering. It was
I've
overpowering.
never heard someone get booed that fucking hard after they were being cheered months ago.
Right.
So Ian Gary has to deal with that, and you know I've been rambling about but this is my overall long shot. Jeff Neal getting the fucking TKO in the
Oh,
third fucking round.
oof.
Jeff Neal
Oof.
getting it done, putting fucking humbling Ian Gary even more than the fans have humbled him already. I'm going for it.
I'm taking Ian Gary. I'm taking Ian Gary. I think he's got for this purpose only, right? Because obviously he's been a fighter that's had something to prove from the start, kind of like Connor, right? Now he's got something more to prove, right? Jeff Neal,
Long time vet.
long time vet, right? Hanging around, being as tough as he is. If we're being honest, he's a tough son of a bitch. What is he like 15-4 or 14-5 something?
14 and 5, 14 and 5.
14-5. He's hanging around, been tough as fucking an old pair of work boots, if we're being honest, right? Ian Gary has more to prove at his younger age. I think he's going to be hungrier to make this happen. But Code Red, that is not my long shot of this weekend.
Well, let's go ahead and put 2 shots on it for it.
2 shots?
I'll take 2 shots. I got Jeff Neal. You got Ian Gary. Let's do it.
Like we're
Why
not
not?
talking about the type of win, just overall.
No, straight up money line,
Okay,
decision, knockout, submission,
cool. I'm good with
DQ.
that. I'm good with that then.
If it's a DQ, we'll split.
Yeah,
Obviously,
if it's the DQ,
yeah,
we squash it.
we'll split. Yeah.
Next
DQ, we
fight.
both take 2 shots. No, I'm just kidding. Next fight, we go to the co-main event of the evening. Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costa. Will Paulo Costa make the walk? That's still a question. Even after he showed up, weighed in, fucking went to the press conference. He's pulled out of so many fucking fights. You would think that he would have never gotten a woman pregnant in his entire life because he's so good at pulling out. His pull-out game is so fucking strong.
Pristine.
It's been he fights once a year and pulls out 3 times a year. Like it's gonna happen, dude. It's happening. Until to be honest, until it's like 8 o'clock our time and the pay-per-view starting and I haven't heard anything, then I'm like, damn, Paul Costa's fighting. What's happening?
Agreed. No, agreed. But guess what, Code Red?
What you
This
got?
is my long shot of the weekend because of that. I take Paulo Costa over Whitaker, and I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him, and I'm gonna say that he's gonna shock the world just by showing the fuck up, and then he's gonna shock the world twice. He's gonna shock the world twice by actually finishing the motherfucker.
And he hasn't gotten a finish in a little while. Everyone talks about all his finishes. He has not gotten a finish. Like if you look at who he's fought a lot of high caliber dudes in his past like 5 fights. But when it comes to finishes, I mean, might as well have been fighting trash cans. No offense.
He's scraping the barrel.
You know, but
who you
Whitaker.
Taking? Who you taking?
Whitaker will get clipped. And I said to bet a mortgage payment on Robert Whitaker. On Robert Whitaker, his last fight. And you know who he fought? Last fight. Yeah, the current champion, Dricus du Plessis.
I lost so much money.
And du Plessis fucked him up. Don't tell me you actually put the mortgage payment on, because I said it as a joke.
No, but when I say so much money, I put 4 different parlays.
And the parlay, the parlay got fucked.
I didn't just single or double or triple, but I quadrupled down on Whitaker that weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
No, I think my wallet is sorry, Code Red.
I think I had one too that paid out like $250, and I had everyone up until that point. I was like, "Oh, it's a lock."
I was lucky to make the light bill that week. All right.
Okay, well, that's going into my next point. Do not bet the mortgage on this fight. Either way, on Whitaker or on Costa. But I'm gonna go with you on this. I'm going with Costa. I'm going with it. Whitaker has shown that he cannot take the big punches that he used to take. I mean, going back to his career,
I feel like his defense just in general has declined. When he gets shot at, he pulls the hips back instead of either one going with it to be able to fucking reverse it, or two being able to combat it. He pulls his hips back as almost as in he was shocked that it happened.
Well, a long time in his career, he's never been known to have a chin. Okay, no. That's just how it is. I think Wonder Boy knocked him out a while back when he was fighting in a lighter weight class. He hasn't been known to have a good chin. Paulo Costa has a solid chin. So I think that's what it's going to come down to, and I'm just going to roll with Costa. That's another long shot. I got 3, and I also have a long shot parlay that I'm going to talk about here in a minute after we talk about the main event. Let's go to the fucking main event. Ilia Topuria, the challenger, versus the champion,
the undefeated challenger.
Undefeated, but again, look at who he's fought. Look at Marcus. Look at who he's fought.
I'm taking Volk.
Dude, if you're putting your money on it, if someone had a gun to your fucking head, who's going to fucking win? You're going to go with fucking Volk, dude. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that, look, there's so many possibilities. Ilia Topuria has the power advantage. He has the puncher's chance, and even Volk said it himself. He has the puncher's chance. But once he doesn't land that punch in the first 2 rounds, he is going to be like, fuck, where am I at? Volk is going to take over.
Volk also said he has the power, but he has to land it.
Yeah. Yep.
He has to land it. And Volk, in my opinion, is more nimble and way more defensive. Way more defensive, especially when he knows what's coming. I mean, if we're being honest,
dude, Volk's had a full camp.
Oh yeah, of course.
You can't look at that last Islam Makhachev fight or Makhachev fight and say, this is something to base this fight off of. The dude came in on 11, 12 days notice. Right. You look at the fight before where he had a full camp. He arguably won that fucking fight. He was ready. Now he's ready to fucking fight Topuria. And look at dude, just real quick, who Topuria's beat. Josh Emmett by decision. Okay. And it was a dominant. It was a
Josh Emmett,
dominant decision.
Josh Emmett 2 fights ago did get I hate saying lucky, but did get lucky going over the Arkansas tornado, right, with Bryce Thuggins. He
You know
did.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy too? The other opponent Poirier beat was Bryce Mitchell. He submitted him on an arm triangle. But the arm triangle came after he battered the fuck out of Bryce Mitchell, which he made Bryce Mitchell look like he had no business being in there with him. Those are the two. Those are the two solid wins. And then you got Jai Herbert, Ryan Hall, Damon Jackson, Yusuf Zafal, and then a bunch of people who aren't even in the UFC. I mean, when you talk about like but then the confidence that he has, dude. The confidence he has is scary, and it reminds me a lot of McGregor Aldo, and it's also the same division, featherweight division. But there was a language barrier there. Aldo couldn't really defend himself talking, and to Poirier, there's a slight language barrier as well. But
Now, Codis, I'm sorry to interrupt you again,
no, that was it.
but I'm
Rambling.
excited. I'm excited.
I'm
Let's get to
rambling.
verdict. The app verdict. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you my predictions and what I did. I went opposite of my gut because I've been losing so much lately.
Smart. That's actually kind of smart sometimes.
So and just so you folks know, and follow me, please, because I think it's the fucking greatest thing. Verdict gave me my name, and I refused to change it. I refused to. I signed up, and it said, "Do you want a random name?" And I said, "Abso-fucking-lutely. Why wouldn't we, dude?" Here at Blue Collar Sports Talk, we're fucking wild carding everything we do. We shoot from the hip on everything we fucking do. And guess what name they gave me, Code Red?
I know what it is, but go ahead
You
and tell
do
me.
know what it is. You do. Sexual tomato bug. What a name, dude. How did I draw that right out of a cannon, dude? Right, it just shoots out of a cannon and I just catch it. Dude, that's fucking.
You know what's weird is that that's a name that I would think that would line right up with you because you're
And
very
why,
tomatoey. You're
and why
very like
wouldn't it?
kind of like a ripe tomato, like kind of soft,
But I'm
but
sexual.
also sexual.
I don't know what about me is sexual, but I'm a bug about it. I'm a bug about it for sure.
All right, first
That,
fight. Who you got? You got Roman Kopylov or Anthony Hernandez. I already know you're going Kopylov. What round?
I got
What's
Kopylov and a
this?
knockout in the second round.
Oh, that's what I got too. Wait, you can't see it. It's
then
too
I got
bright.
then I got Ian Gary submitting in the third round.
Oh, a submission on Jeff Neal. Okay,
Okay, and then
interesting.
let's not forget I got Paulo Costa, who's also going to win by submission, but only in the second round.
Paulo Costa by submission on. You are crazy. Take that to fucking DraftKings, dude.
And I'm gonna take Marab. I'm gonna take Marab Valashvili, right? I'm gonna take him second round. He's gonna submit that motherfucker.
You win submissions. Oh,
Dude, I told you I went the opposite of my gut. I'm switching it up. I'm
I will
switching it up.
bet my balls Marab doesn't fucking submit
And
Cejudo.
and I'm gonna take Volk. I'm gonna take Volk. I'm gonna take Volk as a submission in the first round. In the first round.
Folk don't fucking submit people, son. What are you? Oh my!
Like I told you, I went the opposite of my gut feeling
You
because
went crazy.
I was
You
like,
went
obviously this is what logic
crazy.
says. This is what logic says. But Code Red, the last 7 weeks I went off of what logic
Oh
says.
my gosh. Okay. All right. That is, I mean, submission though. I mean, I get picking a winner, but a submission on all of them is crazy. All right. I agreed with your pick. I'm locked in with your pick on second round knockout with Roman Kopylov. Oh, excuse me. Over Anthony Hernandez. Then I got Jeff Neal. Third round knockout
Woo!
over Ian Gary. Late in the rounds, I think he wears him down, and the cardio of Jeff Neal takes over. And then Marab and Cejudo. I got Marab by decision. I got Marab by a 3-round decision.
I like it.
And then Paulo Costa, Robert Whitaker. I got Costa on a second round KO or TKO. And then to close out the card, I got Volkanovski by decision.
I like it.
There it is.
I don't hate it.
There it is on the verdict scorecards.
And folks, follow us. Once again, I'm the I'm the greatest.
Sexy tomato.
I'm the greatest name ever. Sexual Tomato Bug. Follow me, folks.
Oh, okay. So mine is my rib. It was when Tyron Woodley was fighting Colby Covington, and he grabbed his rib and he goes, my rib. I had joined Verdict like right after that fight because I'd seen some things, and I thought I don't know why I thought it was funny. So it's with 4 H's and then my rib, and you can see Tyron Woodley's my picture, and he's grabbing his rib and wincing.
I love it.
Maybe not a very tasteful thing to do, but
now, CODIS, it is time to finalize the show with our
weekender
bender bets.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to have everyone listen to my terrible bets that won't hit? You know what the worst thing is I took a picture of it and I can't even see what the payout is. So I'm just gonna give you. I have a couple bets, and I'm gonna give you my my longer bet and then the long shot. Okay. I have a 3-leg parlay of my long shots. So fuck it, we'll do that first. That's easy. I got Mackenzie Dern money line at plus 118, Roman Kopylov plus 198 money line, and then a Jeff Neal plus 194 money line. $10 is gonna pay out 190. And then I got a $5 bet on my more kind of secure. I'm going Miranda Maverick at minus 196, Oban Elliott at minus 295, Danny Barlow at minus 194, Roman Kopylov money line plus 186, Merab Dvalishvili at minus 205, which the last time I looked, that shit jumped up to like minus 290. Minus 128 for Alexander Volkanovski. $5 pays out 111.
Now, I love that. I love that. Now, you know how I always do 2 sports, right?
Oh, so you got a mid-sport parlay in there.
No. I'm doing 2 different sports. I said 2.
You did 3. But I'm doing 2. Pick number 2, my lord.
Number 2. Now, for my weekender bender, I am taking Roman Kopylov, and on DraftKings it's plus 200. I am taking Merab Dvalishvili at a minus 258.
Oh, it's minus 258 now, son. Let's go.
I'm taking Ian Gary at minus 238. I'm taking Paulo Costa at plus 195. And I'm taking Volk at minus 125. Now, $5, folks.
I'm going to say 85.
156.95.
Oh!
156.95. Now, I wanted to switch it up this week. So I went to the NHL. And I'm taking Wings at plus 105 over the Flames. I'm taking the Leafs minus 325 over the Ducks. I'm taking the Stars, which they were both favorites in this one, money line wise. Minus 112 over the Oilers, and the Wild minus 140 or minus 148 over the Sabres. And I did 2 Eastern and 2 Western. That $5 bet will give me $42.51. I'm down with it.
Let's
with
go. Let's go.
Make it happen. In Code Red. I know you got plans.
Someone's going to win. Someone's going to win. One of us are going to win those.
And that'll do
I really like my dog parlay.
Dude, I see some fun going down this weekend, and I cannot wait.
Fucking go, dude. I'm so pumped.
Code Red, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Look at this big ass bottle.
I love it. Another great weekending show. Blue Collar, Make Your Mama Holla, and Code Red. Thank you for your time.
Cheers. Sir. Thank you, sir.